Hello, YouTube. No, we're not saying that. We've agreed we're never going to say hello, YouTube, ever again. We'll try that again. I'm Clutch from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog, coming to you live from the North Pole. Hello everybody, this is Clutch. You're tuned into the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Before I begin, please like and subscribe. If you don't like the video, hit the don't like button. Feel free to leave a comment, all that fun stuff. Well, anyways, it is Monday, April 17th. Every American's favorite day, tax day. Mine were done months ago, so it's all good. You ain't gotta worry about me. Although there was one year I had to pay in and I waited till 5 o'clock on the day that they were due to mail it in, just because, well, why not? It's not like the government is fast to send you money, so I had them done in the beginning of February, and I held on to that thing till April just because, you know, spite. Not like it really showed them anything, but, you know, I don't know. Made me feel better, so. Alright, today's plan of attack. We're doing some route scouting today because sometime this weekend, it's supposed to be Saturday, although I think it's going to be more like Sunday by looking at the forecast. We got a club ride. And I'm leading it because, well, my road captain is, well, he's going through some stuff right now and he can't get to his motorcycle. Let's just put it that way. I'm sure you can figure it out. But anyways, so I will be leading it, and because I'm a smart aleck that likes to do things differently, I decide, you know what, for this ride we're going to do a mystery ride, so they don't know where we're going. You will watching this video, however, by the time that that this video comes out, it'll probably have been a couple weeks since then, so that's what we're doing. We're scouting out a route. Just if it's gonna be this, I'm gonna tell them, hey, I'm going to some location. Cancel. Boy, Senna's always there with the voice commands when you don't need the voice commands. But anyways, so just is gonna be this. I'm gonna say, yep, we're going to this location about 25 miles away. And the reason why I'm putting all that information out is that way everybody knows where to go, so that if somebody does get split up, we don't have that whole, we got a race to stay caught up, because that'll give you troubles if you're riding in a group. If you got the leader who's a maniac on the throttle and doesn't understand he has other people behind him, and all of a sudden they're running red lights and everybody else are really running red lights, and it's just a mess. So they're gonna at least know where we're going, probably about 25 miles or so, pretty much on my turnoffs. My plan is, I figure we'll ride down to Hermosa, maybe call that a stop, then we'll turn around and we're gonna ride over probably Custer, make that a stop, and then we're gonna ride up to probably Three Forks, make that a stop, Either that, or we'll just say heck with it and go to the brewing company there. We might do that anyway. Then probably end it in Rapid City somewhere. So that's the plan. Like I said, they'll know the first location, we'll go there, and then they'll know the second location, we'll go there. Basically gonna be about a 100-mile run. That's pretty much what they know. They know that I'm leading the ride and that it's about a 100-mile run. So that's all they know. Figure it might work, it might not, I don't know. But when you're the one that's kind of relied on to be the ride planner for the most part all the time, you kind of just start going, you know what, we're gonna do what I want to do because no one else wants to do it, I'll do it. And you're gonna go where I want to go. But I will give you this much, our club is very good about it. I've been involved in other organizations in the past that where the people in it never ever wanted to stand up, never ever wanted to plan anything. Never always, you know, you'd say, hey, you guys want to go here? You okay with that? Crickets. And then you go there and then all the complaining. Well, we should have went here, we should have went there. And it's like, you know what, assholes? How about speak the F up? You know, you can speak up. There's no reason that you can't speak up and make your opinion known. Because if you don't speak up and make your opinion known and just go, yep, that's fine, just do whatever, well, guess what? I'm gonna do whatever. Like, pretty simple concept, right? At least you would think. Just here on the east side of Rapid City. Catching lights today. Yep, it's been that kind of a day. It's kind of been that kind of day since I went to Plasma this morning. So hell, it was that kind of day when I started running. Probably had one of my worst 3-mile runs I've ever had in my life, and it's just kind of gone bad from there. I mean, nothing terrible, but just nuisance, just little stupid stuff that is, you know, building up. But I will say this, I am of sound cancel. Although Senna might make me out of sound frame. No, I'm kidding. So I'm in a fairly sound frame of mind right now. And I'm not really agitated, tired, or any of that stuff. All those things that you shouldn't ride when you're feeling. And I just had some lunch, so I got rid of the hanger pains. So now we're just gonna go ride. So you know what? We'll talk to you in a bit. Just went on through Hermosa there. Come up to our turn. Now this is an alternate way into Custer State Park. Basically this takes you right to the east entrance of the park. It is all paved, so if you're on a motorcycle you can definitely take it. If you want a halfway decent pizzeria, there's Lintz Brothers Pizza right there. Pretty good place to go eat. It was really good way back in the day. Of course, it used to be way back in the day. I used to work over at, by the way, a nice little view of Black Elk Peak right there just to my right. Back in the day, I worked at Rushmore Cave, which is over on Highway 44, or no, Highway 40. Taking about, I think it's 10 miles east of that last turn up there. So right around that area, and we used to have Lentz Brothers Pizza quite a bit. And that was before they were even known as Lentz Brothers Pizza. They were just this little pizza shack out on Highway 79. They had cheap pizza that was pretty darn good. And well, I don't know really how good it was, considering, well, there weren't a lot of options, but it was good enough for me, I guess. Where I worked at the cave, and I worked with a bunch of stoners, and yeah, they were legitimate like stoners, dude, like almost like stereotypical hippie pothead types. And they'd always obsessed with getting mushrooms on a pizza, and I'm pretty sure they were just because they were, I don't know, some just thought it sounded cool to get shrooms on your pizza. I never was a fan of mushrooms, so, and I've also never had those mushrooms, so, but every pizza's like, oh, we gotta have mushrooms on them, we gotta have the shrooms on them. It's like, well, you realize they're not like the drug shrooms, right? But it was a weird crew I worked with, that's for sure. Back in my younger days when I was hanging out with some characters. But that was a long time ago. Much older and wiser nowadays. The one thing I will say about this road though, which is Highway 36, South Dakota Highway 36, is this road and 44 is the same way, or 40 is the same way. These two roads can play tricks on you really quickly if you're not paying attention. It's really easy to get out of sorts here if you're not paying attention. So on this road, beware what you're doing. I've never gone off it with a bike, but I have gone off it with a pickup. That first big curve we went to, or as we were getting into the hills, I took the pickup off the side of that one, and fortunately the gates of the field was open, and I drove all the way up to the shelter belt, which was, oh, probably about 100 yards. They're trying to get the stupid thing stopped because I was going way too fast in the wet. So beware, be very aware around here. Couple bighorn sheep, 3. Just out hanging out. Oh, there's another one. That's cool. That's what's cool about Custer State Park. It's also kind of a challenge when you got to deal with the buffalo herd, but I can handle the bighorn sheep. Can definitely handle them. I also decided to bring my drone with me today to take it, do maybe some flying, but kind of trying to figure out where I want to fly it at. Because one of the big things you always got to deal with is, well, first of all, national parks, you can't fly them at all. And some of the South Dakota state parks, you can't. Like, it depends on where you go. But I don't want to find out the hard way that I'm in the wrong. The other thing you got to deal with is if you're flying along the road and you got private land to deal with or something like that, is, well, who the heck knows what the when the owner of that private land will come around and what their thoughts are going to be about seeing your drone flying over their land. And we got a lot, most of our landowners around here, and we're very much in the part of the country that's very much a of the right to bear arms persuasion. So like I said, you never know what you're gonna find if you go to the wrong spot. So you kind of got to watch that, especially here in South Dakota. At any rural states, you kind of got to watch that. Not saying the right to bear arms is a bad thing. Heck, I got 2 guns myself, but at the same time, let's put it this way. I'd like to avoid being at the end of a gun barrel, if you ask me. I just think that's the best way to approach things. No sense kicking the hornet's nest if you don't have to. And if you're sitting there with your drone and you're looking at the gate that says private property, maybe go fly it somewhere else. That's one thing I wish all these drone videos you see, I wish they would talk more about that, is the private property situation. You don't hear them talk about that. All their talk is about getting busted by the cops, or you know, how fun and easy it is and blah blah blah. Well, the buffalo are out today. Look like they're enjoying a nice sunny day. I'd recommend don't go up to them when they're just chilling. Don't want to piss them off. That should go without saying, but unfortunately it does not go without saying. Now it looks like we got a few campers out. Well, welcome to Hill City. Doing some riding around. I decided not to fly my drone. I kind of wussed out, but it sucks when you got to deal with people and everything else with them, and it seems like it never fails. Every time I want to fly one, someone's there with a dog or something, and I don't like to do that kind of stuff around dogs. Nice looking Harley there. But yeah, Hill City here. Kind of a tourist trap town, but it's got a cool little main street in it. It's a cool little town actually, I think. But it also can be quite a busy town in the summertime, so as you can see, it's not very busy today, but that's because it's still April. So I will say this, if you can come late season or even early season, you actually have some pretty good luck kind of getting away from crowds and people. The problem is the weather kind of can be a crapshoot this time of year. Just under 2 weeks ago, they got about, I think they ended up about 15 inches down here. So it's kind of a crapshoot around here in the spring, but you can catch a day like today where it's not too bad. I mean, it's a little chilly. It's 59 degrees and windy. It's a little chilly, but I will say this, these days are kind of some nice days. You can really enjoy the roads and the hills. So we ended up going to Custer and turning north at Custer, and now we're heading back on 16 East. We'll take this up to the junction of 385. Actually, we're on 385 as well. We'll take this up to the 385 junction, and then I think either we're going to go back in town on Sheridan Lake Road, or we're going to go back in town on Highway 44. One or the other. I don't know what the status of the Sheridan Lake Road construction is, but kind of hoping it's, you know, done. But we're going to find out, I guess. But I will say this, man, I got to work myself back in the motorcycle shape because, man, I am tired. That was the same way last week too. Just hit the afternoon hour and just got tired. But it's partially my own fault. Anymore I make myself get up early on Mondays. Well, partially for one thing, partially it's to get in the plasma line before it gets busy. And meaning that if I'm trying to get a workout in before that, that means I gotta be up by 4:30, 5 o'clock. Which usually all weekend I'll sleep in and stay up late. And yesterday I watched the Nuggets game till about 10 after 11 last night, so kinda did it to myself. It's getting that time of year though where the Colorado Avalanche in the NHL playoffs, they always play late. So I always pay pretty close attention to them. Obviously, I'm a big fan of them. And also I'll pay attention to the Denver Nuggets when it's playoff time. Which they also get to play late games, so that's just how it is. Well, guess what? Sheridan Lake Road is back open. Well, that's good news. Well, cool. We run down Sheridan Lake Road again. Now, I wonder how much they ruined it. Because the road used to go right down there, that little turnoff there. Hopefully it's still pretty good. I'm assuming it's still a pretty good road. It might not be as crazy as it used to be. But I will say this, it's nice to be at Sheridan Lake Road and not be like, feel like you're driving down an off-road trail. That's kind of nice. Oh yeah. Nice to have a smooth sailing Sheridan Lake Road again. Well, I think this will be the perfect surprise. Yeah, I think this will be absolutely perfect. Yeah, we're still sitting about 59 degrees, so like I said, it's not terribly warm out, but you know, wearing the sweatshirt underneath this jacket, pair of polypros under my riding pants, and along with my vest here, it's not so bad. Well, I gotta say this. Very happy with I was very happy with Sheridan Lake Road. I thought they did a pretty good job with it. So it's still got some of its curves. They just took out some of the really bad ones. Pretty good road. Road surface is fairly good. I'm happy that's back open again. So probably have to we've done one of my favorite rides on that. I think we're gonna have to do another one on it for sure. The updated version. I'm actually thinking about remastering that whole first season anyway. And by remastering, I mean going out and reshooting it. So I should say reshooting that. Just because that first season was kind of rough. And it was all done on a cell phone camera. And it wasn't ideal. But I figure now with the power of GoPros, I also have a drone so we can do some flying with it. And show some better shots. Maybe I can get my stuff in a group and explain the roads a little bit better to you as well. Give you a little bit better description. Other than that, wasn't a bad day for a ride. I can't complain. I mean, even around here, I feel like, you know, if you can't complain too much if you're getting some riding in April. And I've done rides in April that were a lot colder. I remember one, I think it was 18? 19. No, it was in 19. It was the year I bought this motorcycle. And February was really nice and warm, and then March and April kind of just got cold. And I do remember one April ride, like I think it was the last Monday of April, and I said F it and went for a ride, and I think the highest temperature I saw that day was 42 degrees. Well, it didn't help. There's just tons of snow on the ground all over the place because we just got snowed on a few days before, so it wasn't that cold. So it was an alright ride. But anyways, I am Clutch from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. I remind you to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification icon if you want to be known of future videos. Although for the most part, the long videos, they always come out Thursdays at 7 o'clock Mountain Time here in North America. Obviously, every once in a while I'll do a short on there, something like that, live, stuff like that. But generally the live I'll try to do the same time as the regular videos. Otherwise, you can subscribe to me on Facebook and Instagram. Just search for Sodak Motorcycle Blog and Facebook, and then for Instagram at sodak.motorcycle.blog. But anyways, once again, I am Clutch from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. You have yourselves a good day.